Alright, medium contact point height and backhand slice. Let me hit a couple. So what are the pros of hitting the ball at this height? Well, the main pro compared to a low contact point is that I can go a bit faster because I don't have to play the ball so much up. So I can play the ball a bit faster. I have to a bit lean into it, but you have to be careful because slice shots float and they want to fly longer than topspin shots, which dip down. And so even if you do go faster, then on a low ball you have to be careful you don't go much faster, just a little bit faster. So the main advantage is that you're hitting a controlled backhand slice, but besides looking for consistency and depth, you can add a little bit of bite to the ball and see if that works against your opponent. So what about cons of hitting a backhand slice at medium contact point? For lower level players there might be some problems because, as I mentioned, we're hitting with an open racket face, and if you're getting a bit more topspin on the ball so that the ball is rising, you're hitting at medium height and it's rising and hitting your open racket face, then it means it wants to go up. So you can just float the ball and hit a very weak backhand slice that is often attacked, right? So let me try and demonstrate a little bit what could be the problem. So players will go too much under the ball and then they float the ball. So that could be a con when you're not so skilled yet. So work on that. You must try to find the right downward angle so that the ball goes more straight. So for a skilled player, I can't say there's any real con for hitting at medium height. It's a comfortable stroke, especially if you know how to lean into the ball and you can give it a bit more speed. So maybe just for like 3-0, 3-5, somewhere there, you might struggle sometimes with this height. So find the right downward path at this height of the ball so that your slice shot flies more straight. What's the most common mistake that players do with a backhand slice at this height? The most common mistake is that they over rotate, and that's another way to make the ball float, so they're not staying sideways long enough. Let me try and demonstrate. So players go to the slice and they are turning too quickly and the ball goes up. You can see from my racket how the ball goes up. So that's the most common mistake, and the way to correct it is that you stay longer sideways, so you cannot just rotate. You have to stay a bit longer so that your racket has a bit more linear path, and sometimes it's good to lean a bit so that your shoulders are like this, that you're not like this. So if you're too level with your shoulders, then your swing path is too shallow and then the ball floats up. So I would say that's the most common mistake. There are others, of course, but if we just want to point one, players tend to over rotate. So stay longer sideways, stay in the line, keep your eye on the ball. One of the reasons why players over-rotate is because they want to see so quickly what happens with the ball. And when they turn the head, the body turns, then the arm swings across. So you have to discipline yourself to really see the ball. Maybe one ball, Kaya. You have to discipline yourself to really see the ball and stay here for a split second to see the ball disappear. Then you will have the right swing path through the ball, and the slice shot will be very good. So on the forehand side, I just want to mention, so you can play slice, of course. Very common, like I mentioned on the backhand, is for the forehand to swing across. It does come very naturally, so players would like to swing across like this from right to left, and then the ball floats. The ball floats. So you must try to keep this line. You picture a line. If I go down the line, I picture a straight line from the racket towards the target. Of course, it cannot be completely straight, but I'm trying to keep it straight. Don't let your racket swing across, so that you can correct this mistake. So again, the body wants to rotate, so when players hit, they let their body rotate and they go across the ball. So on forehand slice or forehand volleys, you have to maintain your orientation with your body, with your chest towards the ball. So your arm goes it goes totally independent from your body. So it goes like this. So my body is that way, my arm is this way. So in order for me to control and have good control of the ball, you see that I'm maintaining orientation to the side, so where the contact point was through the shot, and when that is over, I can let my body go. So if I execute at more normal speed, this is this, and then I can let go, and that can deceive your eye because you don't see this short pause where I hold the body like this. So if I do like this and like this, you might see that, oh, this is continuous rotation, but it isn't. Continuous rotation is gonna produce a swing from right to left, and then the ball floats. It's not a clean shot. So medium contact point and backhand slice, like I mentioned, it's comfortable if you're skilled. If you're not so skilled yet with the backhand slice, there's a danger the ball is gonna float up. But your main tactical objective, you can hit a good slice, is to just add a bit of bite. You can play a bit faster than lower ball. So generally, again, with the backhand slice, you're not going for maximum speed. Your main objective is control the depth and direction. So you're controlling that, and you're just adding maybe 10-15% of extra speed to your slice compared to low contact point, just to add a bit of bite if you have skill enough. If not yet, just work on that very gradually, increase the speed and see if you can maintain consistency. So let me hit a few more medium shots. So if I go cross court, that's a very deep ball, it has some speed, so this one would be a bit slow. So once you can hit the ball slow, you can try and lean a bit on the ball. Try to add speed more through your body weight and leaning not so much through arm speed. Your body weight is going to help you add speed and yet maintain control.